Hey guys, it's Lindsay. We are going to do our Divine Partners reading, our romance reading. As always, if any of these messages don't align for you, please take only what you need and leave the rest. This is a group reading, so not every message is going to be for every person. It's up to you to use your intuition. Okay, let's go in Divine Partners. I'm getting static. So there's like a static between you, a static in the communication. This is whether or not you are currently in partnership and or seeking partnerships. But the person that you're connected to and or you're supposed to be connecting to, there is a static there. Look, I'm dropping all the cards. It's like wanting so badly to connect that the energy is coming through too strongly, and the conversation is not. It's wanting to connect so intensely in the physical realm that the energy is almost overwhelming. Okay, so we have the strength, and strength in this reading is the strength of the energy, the overwhelming strength of the energy, and we have the Magician. So the Magician is the transmuting energy. It needs to be transmuted. It needs to be diluted is what I'm hearing. This intensity needs to calm down, needs to slow down, and needs to be held back a little bit because the overwhelming energy, it's too much, and it's almost like snuffing out a candle. Like it's too much. It's going to snuff out the candle. It's going to snuff out the love. So there is this message coming through, tone it down. Tone it down. Do whatever needs to be done to tone it down. And if this is in partnership, this is reading as having a very passionate partnership, but not a lot of, communication, like I was saying, static. So you're physically passionate, but not a lot of communication is what I'm seeing. And if it is not already, a partnership, it is that desire so intensely for connection that connections are actually being forced. So like, even if they are not right, okay, so that looks like, going on a date with someone and really kind of like diving in head first. Even if the connection is not right, it's the power of the passion. The power of the passion is overwhelming, and it's not allowing it to actually take root. It's like a fire burning through, because what you're actually seeking is this Ten of Cups energy, but the fire will burn through that before it has time to settle, right? Okay. Yeah. So Queen of Coins has to do with physical. You have to tone down the physical. You have to know how and where to spend your energy in relation to the romance and or your romantic desires, because coming in too fast and too strong is going to be too much at this point, and you're not going to get the outcome that you desire. You have to know how you're going to spend it. Okay, any other messages, any other confirmations, Spirit? I also hear like talking, but like talking so much that there's a lot of filler words happening in conversation, like just talking to talk, but not really talking and saying anything that's really, tangible or rooted. The energy that needs to come in is the rooted energy. It's those filler words, just talking to talk. And I think a lot of it coming through is a nervous energy. There's this heavy nervous energy. So those filler words are filling the silence because there are so many nerves there when you're connecting with your romantic or person or your possibly romantic person. It's the nerves that are causing all these filler words, okay? And that's also keeping you from fully being able to sense if this person is the right person for you, or ground the energy if they are your person, right? Because there's too many words between you that mean nothing. Yes, it's all the emotion. It's emotion and passion heavy at the forefront. So we have the Ace of Cups. You have to bring it into balance. You have to slow down. You have to really be present and not be so at the forefront with the emotion and the energy. You want to bring in this energy, the Emperor energy. The Emperor is very, very grounded. They're steady. They take things one step at a time, and they know the direction they're going. And in the romantic reading, it's really coming through. You don't know where you're going right now because you haven't taken the time to ground your romance, okay? To really even have discussions around, you know, if you're in partnership, where you're going and where you want to go together, or if you're seeking a partnership, having a discussion, you know, to understand the person at a deeper level beyond the passion, okay? So quell that fire a little bit, turn down the burner, and really, you know, step yourself into the reality of the romance at this point. Anything else? Any other confirmations for those watching? It's such an overwhelming energy. It's like a tidal wave of passion, and part of that may be because the person you're connecting with, you connect on that physical level very intensely, and that's fine. But you know, there has to be this grounding that's happening. There has to be the Hierophant reversed, so that tells me that there's not you have to box in the energy. You have to box it in a little bit. It's just overflowing. I'm also hearing getting away, so you may actually need to get away with this person and go somewhere where it's just the two of you, so you can really kind of connect with each other on another level and speak to each other and get to know each other. It's very important that, you know, the speaking is happening, and the groundedness in the speaking is very, very important right now. And speaking clearly so they can hear you, and, you know, you can also hear them. Yes. And I think you've been intuiting this. So we have the moon, that's intuition. You've been intuiting this for a while. You know this is going too fast. You know that you are going too fast, that you're diving head into romance and there's no groundedness. And it was thrilling, but now it feels like, you know, the wheels are falling off and you don't know what to do, okay? And what you need to do is ground it. Anything else coming through, Spirit? I'm also seeing if you're someone who does any type of meditation and or sits and just, you know, offering that to your person, asking if you want to just sit together and do some deep breathing, because I think there's this other thing that the energies need to be balanced. I'm seeing yin and yang. You actually need to balance your energetic fields, okay? Because your energetic fields are heightened as well when you're together. Yes, the lovers. So you need to learn how to balance your energetic field, and that's a large part of the problem. You don't know how to balance together. They also don't know how to balance. So it's the two of you learning how to balance each other's energy when you're in proximity together. Okay, anything else? Any other confirmations? You will be successful, okay? It's learning. You're having the learning curve together, the 10 of coins. You will be successful physically together and being able to balance that energy and that passion together. And it just takes slowing down. And I think that's our Divine Partners reading. My name is Lindsey Rose. This is Storyteller Tarot. If this was helpful for you, please like, comment, subscribe, share. I do have my website posted, so if you'd like your own reading, you can check that out. Otherwise, I wish you guys well.